And this is as per the white paper, sir. So what I am trying to explain is that, sir, कि हम इतना पैसा खर्च करें, sir, कि the amount that has been spent is almost 67%. But हम जो create करे हैं, sir, जो land को हम आयाकुत में लाए हैं, it is only 27%, sir. So this is what I need a clarification from Honorable Minister Saab, sir. On page 9 of the white paper, 22 ongoing projects are listed, and the IP contemplated under these projects is 48.616 lakh acres, sir. The IP created so far is 15.81 lakhs, and the balance IP to be created is 32 and 32.35 lakh acres, sir. I don't know which figure to believe, sir. There are two figures. Sir, this is on page number 9, sir, of the white paper, sir. Sir, however, the government has to raise the funds for completion of all the ongoing projects so that the balance IP is created in the state to benefit the farmers. The state budget and the budgetary allocation includes three components: revenue account, capital account, and loans. The loans taken and serviced by the government are shown in the state budget, and these are different from the loans taken as extra budgetary resources for the corporation, for which the state government stands a guarantee. As to what Honorable Minister Saab had said, sir. Sir, table number 7 on major irrigation projects funding details show the budgetary allocation and loan share, which also do not match with the actual figures, sir. It doesn't match, sir. No figure is matching, sir. Table 8, sir, on share of irrigation budget versus GSDP also do not give the accurate figures on irrigation allocation and share in GSDP, sir. Sir, also the details of major projects undertaken with the corporation loan cited in the white paper on irrigation do not match with the figures cited elsewhere in the same papers and also in the white paper on the state finances, sir. So the irrigation white paper says loans taken for Kaleshwaram and PRLS through KIPCL amount to rupees 68,806 crores. And the loans taken by TSWRIDCL for various other projects amount to rupees 15,284 crores. And the total loan amount of two corporations comes to 84,090 crores. The white paper on state finances, in table 10 shows that the loan availed by KIPCL amount to rupees 79,287 crores, and loan borrowed by TRSWRIDCL amount to 15,284 crores, and total comes to 94,575 crores. So how can it be, sir, कि आप एक पेपर इस हाउस में दे रहे हैं, उसमें एक अमाउंट है, व्हाइट पेपर में एक अमाउंट है, ये पेपर भी आपने दिया, वो पेपर भी आपने दिया. But how can this be? One paper was presented by the finance minister, one paper is now being presented by the irrigation minister. So which paper is right, sir? Which paper is right? Who is right, sir? I would like the minister Saab to clarify on the variation in all the figures cited in the irrigation white paper, sir. Sir, how can we have a healthy debate and a discussion when the figures itself are wrong? So we don't know how much of wrong information is also being given and shown. I have gone through a lot of documents, including budget books, CAG reports, and account on my findings are follows, sir. Sir, as per the budgetary data, sir. Sir, if I am wrong, sir, I have this paper, sir. Through you, I can send this to Honorable Minister Saab also, if he wants, sir, when I complete, or if he wants, he can see it, sir. Sir, I have gone through a lot of documents, including budget books, CAG reports, and accounts, and my findings are as follows, sir. Sir, as per budgetary data since the formation of Andhra Pradesh state in 1953 and Andhra Pradesh in 1956, the total expenditure on irrigation and command area development sector between 1951 and 52 to 1998 and 99 aggregated to rupees 8,773.78 crores. However, there is a big jump on budgetary expenditure on irrigation and the CAD from the year 99-2000 onwards. The TDP government spent 13,079.51 crores during 5-year periods, that is from 99-2000 to 2003 and 4. They had spent 13,079.51. The successor Congress government spent 1,41,882.35 crores in 10 years period, that is 2004 and 5 to 2013 and 14 in United Andhra Pradesh. The total expenditure on irrigation in United AP from 1951-52 to 2013 and 14 comes to 1,63,735.64 crore, and this includes the expenditure on revenue, capital and loan accounts also. Subsequently, sir, after the formation of Telangana state, the BRS government spent 1,41,041.32 crores in 10 years period, that is from 2014 and 15 to 2023-24, including budget estimate of rupees 26,868.91 crores in the year 2023 and 2024, the current financial year, I mean. As per the details cited by white paper on irrigation and state finances, the loan amount of rupees 94,572 crores raised by two SPVs and KPICL and TSWRIDCL are actually government guarantee loans serviced by the government. Right. This means that these loans do not form a part of state budget allocation for irrigation department and are actually extra budgetary resources raised by the concerned corporations. If we, now, it is very important, sir. If we add these loans raised by the two corporations to the budgetary expenditure of irrigation by Telangana government in the last 10 years, the total figure comes to 2,35,613.32 crore. This is budgetary expenditure of rupees 1,41,041.32 crores and loan amount of 94,572. Sir, so I would request the Irrigation Minister Sahab, Mr. Uttam Kumar Reddy Sahab, and Deputy CM Sahab, Bhatti Vikrama Sahab, to clarify on all issues regarding the allocations and loans for the state irrigation sector. This is very important, sir. It has not been shown properly and corrected. Sir, the irrigation projects include the project that we completed, ongoing projects and proposed projects. Most of the ongoing are the ones which were sanctioned in United AP, and some of these remain ongoing for 4 decades or even more SLBCs in point, as the work is going on since 1980s, sir. So talking about Krishna Basin projects, the white paper points out that the paper says that the previous Telangana government agreed for allocation of 299 TMC of water and 512 TMC to AP from Krishna without considering the state needs. The white paper, page number 5, says that based on Krishna Basin catchment area in Telangana, the state is entitled to get 68.5% of water. That is 555 TMC out of total allocation of 811 TMC for the 2 states. Here I may once again recall that in the representation on Krishna waters in the House earlier, sir, in the presentation which was made in this House, sir, earlier, the Irrigation Minister Sahab had stated for the 29 completed ongoing contemplated projects on Krishna in the state of Telangana need 731 TMC. 731 TMC. I would request the Irrigation Minister Sahab to enlighten on this, as the 555 TMC being sought by the Congress government will not be sufficient for all these 29 projects in Telangana. Am I right or wrong? Sir, I am thankful that the Irrigation Minister Sahab had recalled the contribution of Nizam in the overall development of the erstwhile Hyderabad state, especially in implementing several important irrigation projects across Telangana, including Nizam Sagar, Upper Manar, Usman Sagar, Himayat Sagar, Pocharam, Sadarmat, Sarvana, Kadam, Sarala Sagar, Fatehnagar, Vaira, etc. Sir. I may say that Ali Sagar was also built in Nizamabad district, and it is incidentally the name of the noted engineer Nawab Ali Nawaz Jung in the Nizam era, sir. So the Sadarmat and Ghanpur project constructed in Nizam era were strong enough for the 100 years and provided water to the Ayakat. There are many issues which have been highlighted by the white paper, and I was listening to the elaborate presentation of the Irrigation Minister Saab, Mohtaram Uttam Kumar Reddy Saab, and the debate that followed, in which former Irrigation Minister Harish Saab also spoke. Sir, before I conclude, I would like to raise a few issues and seek answers from the government, sir. Sir, the first, what is the intent of new government with regard to the issue of completion of all ongoing irrigation projects and execution of the contemplated projects in the state, sir? Do we have water availability in Godavari and Krishna and their tributaries for existing, ongoing, contemplated projects, and what the total quantum of water required for these projects in the state in terms of TMC for Godavari and Krishna, sir? This is very important, sir. Sir, the reason why I'm asking this is, sir, हम देखे हैं आंध्र प्रदेश असेंबली में, रायलसीमा में भी कई ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाए हुए हैं, सर. प्रोजेक्ट्स बन के हैं लेकिन सूखे पड़े हैं, पानी आता नहीं, वैसे ही पड़े हुए हैं. तो सर, वी नीड टू रीलुक इनटू आवर प्रोजेक्ट्स आल्सो. रायलसीमा के वैसा नहीं होना है कि प्रोजेक्ट बन गया, खड़े हुए हैं, पानी तो रहता ही नहीं. तो यहां पर भी होना चाहिए. सर, this is why I'm requesting this, sir. Sir, all these ongoing and contemplated projects viable in terms of water availability, feasibility and utility, sir. Sir, these water availability, feasibility and utility is very important, sir. I'm sorry to say that, sir. Do not think that I'm criticizing the previous governments, the Congress, TDP or BRS. No, sir. But this is very important, sir. Sir, never there has been a discussion on the availability of the water, never there has been a discussion on the feasibility of the project, and never there has been a discussion on the utility, sir. पानी कहां से आएगा, पानी उठाने के लिए पावर कहां से आएगा, और वो पावर पे कितना खर्च होगा, पावर होने के बाद में फ्री पंप सेट पर कितना पावर होगा, और उसके बाद कितनी जमीन सैराब होगी, इस पर किसी ने गौर नहीं किया. And then the viability of a project should also be discussed. Unfortunately, sir, never there has been any discussion on the viability of a project, sir. I'm sorry to say, sir. And please excuse me, I'm not using this term for anyone, but I feel that irrigation projects have become an ATM. पहले के लिए और आने वालों के लिए या फिर इसके लिए 20 बरस से, सर, I am discussing on this ATM project, sir. Irrigation ATM projects. आवाम को कितना फायदा होता है नहीं मालूम, sir. Sir, it is estimated, sir, most of the irrigation projects are irrigation project which needs power for the lifting of the water for supply. The CAG report on Kaleshwaram and white paper points out that if all pumps in the project are used, more electricity will be required than the requirement of the entire state for the day, sir. Sir, when I say, sir, few members might say that कि अकबर साहब आप 20 साल से हैं, आप क्या करें? Sir, I have these proceedings, sir. I have these proceedings of the House, sir. Sir, I have been saying this right from the time. Yes. From the year 2000, sir, I have, sir. 2016 maybe last. I told the same thing, sir. कि power कहां से आएगा, कितना आएगा, कैसा आएगा. Sir, if I am wrong, I may be corrected, sir. Sir, it is estimated that the power bill for lifting water under Kaleshwaram project will be 10,000 crores per year, sir. Am I right or wrong? Yeah, you have to reply to me, sir. Sir, it is estimated the power bill for lifting water under Kaleshwaram projects would be 10,000, and what will be the quantum of power required for all lift irrigation projects in the state, sir? Honorable Minister Saab should reply, sir, on this. Sir, also, do we have the required installed capacity in the power sector for lifting the water from all the lift irrigation projects simultaneously? This also needs to be replied, sir. What will be the cost of power for lifting the water from these projects every year, apart from meeting the demands of all other consumers? When I say all other consumers, sir, Honorable Speaker, sir, free power cost every year estimated that, I might be wrong, but again, this was there in the white paper which was presented by the Power Minister, sir. Sir, 24 hours to agricultural sector, 12,000 crores. 200 units free to consumers, 4,800 crores. For Kaleshwaram project pumps, 10,374 crores. Remaining lift irrigation, 5,000 crores. The total comes to 32,174 crores. Sir, ये कैसा है, sir? This is why I am requesting and demanding that a viability study needs to be conducted, sir, on each and every project, sir. Sir, we need power to supply free power to farmers for their pump sets also. 200 units for free power to eligible households and power for the lift irrigation scheme in addition to all existing power consumers. What is the viability and feasibility of supply of power for these lift irrigation schemes, and what is the annual cost that has to be incurred by the government through budgetary allocation? This also needs to be replied, sir. All the existing ongoing and contemplated projects include the loan component, and the government needs to earmark huge amounts of funds running into thousands of crores of rupees for repayment of interest and principal amount also. It is not just this amount, sir. So the white paper points out that the state would have to pay the debt amounting to rupees 1.35 lakh crore in the next 10 years, sir. The total repayment of loan with interest in the next 5 years will require 77,369 crores. The total requirement of funds, now sir, the total requirements of funds to complete the ongoing and contemplated project is rupees 1,75,143 crores. Sir, I don't know whether we have the water availability and required power for all these irrigation projects. More importantly, do we have the financial resources available to the government for completion of the ongoing contemplated projects, sir? Sir, through you, sir, without blaming anyone, I would like to make one suggestion to the government. Please prepare a draft action plan on irrigation sector and convey an all-party meeting to elicit views and suggestions from the political parties. There has to be consensus on what the state is doing in this key infrastructure sector, as the agriculture sector is the main source of livelihood for the farming community. It is very important, sir. Viability, feasibility has to be studied. हम पैसे पे पैसा खर्चते जा रहे हैं, पानी कहां से आएगा? पहला सवाल। अगर पानी आ गया तो वो पानी को लिफ्ट करने के लिए पावर कहां से आएगा? अगर पावर भी आ गया तो फ्री पंप पे फिर क्या? फिर उसके बाद क्या is it I mean, as in any business, an investor looks into the investment and also the returns after the investment. What are the returns, sir? What are the returns? It is very unfortunate, sir. Sir, मैं कह रहा हूं कि with a very heavy heart I am talking today, sir. Very heavy heart. कि पैसा किस तरीके से जा रहा है, चाहे वो हो या कोई और हो, बस खाली खर्चते हैं प्रोजेक्ट्स पे। अरे फायदा कितना हो रहा है? किसान को कितनी मदद हो रही है? स्टेट कितना प्रॉस्पर हो रहा है? स्टेट की प्रॉस्पेरिटी को किसी को फिक्र नहीं है, अपनी अपनी प्रॉस्पेरिटी के ऊपर तवज्जो दी जा रही है। एटीएम मशीन की तरह पैसा निकल रहा है और लोग खुशहाल हो रहे हैं। रियासत में हमारी खुशहाली नहीं दिखाई देती है। सर, आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट द गवर्नमेंट टू टेक ऑल स्टेप्स to ensure that Kaleshwaram project is restored to safety before the monsoon, sir. Sir, regarding the financial irregularities and technical flaws and lapses in the Kaleshwaram project, I would say the government is free to order whatever type of inquiry and investigation it wants. Harish Rao Saab also has said, they are free, sir. But, sir, Honorable Speaker, sir, I would like to remind that the irrigation department, engineers, officials are not the ones responsible for whatever has happened. And they should not be made, sir, scapegoats for the financial irregularities and technical flaws in the Kaleshwaram project, sir. ऐसा ही होता है कि बड़े-बड़े लोगों के झगड़े में एक गरीब पीसे में आ जाता है। ये बड़ों के झगड़ों में गरीब को न पीसे, गरीब को न सजा दें। और आपने जो मुझे मौका दिया है, इसके लिए मैं आपका शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं स्पीकर साहब, और उम्मीद करता हूं कि हुकूमत की जानिब से जो सवालात मैंने उठाए हैं उसका मुझे मौसर जवाब मिलेगा। आई थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर गिविंग मी दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी, सर।
श्री राजगोपाल रेड्डी गारू।
I'll just finish whatever I have.
Sir, Minister.
Speaker, sir, on the issues raised by Mr. Akbaruddin Owaisi, the first is, I'd like to, yes, the government will organize an all-party meeting to discuss irrigation projects. We have no issues on that. I'll myself call for it very soon. Second, you know, about the water allocation, what I'd like to submit is existing projects. Owaisi sahab, existing projects, the already existing hai, unka bhi allocation, I mean, this is what the earlier government also had asked, was for the existing projects is 299 TMC. Ongoing projects means which are under construction and which are under construction, for that the water required is 225 TMC. This is Krishna waters. What I was mentioning, Krishna waters. Contemplated projects, there is no work on the ground and no money expended so far. This is like a proposal in one's mind. There is no such thing on the ground as yet. Now, about water allocation. Bachawat award was 811 TMC, N block to combined Andhra Pradesh. Okay. So, as I was mentioning in my presentation earlier, it is my opinion that the earlier government was mistaken in asking for only 299. That's my, that's what I submitted in the presentation. No, that's my opinion. So, if we had gone for catchment area, percentage of catchment area, which is approximately 68%, then we could have claimed closer to 550 TMC, which would have covered existing and ongoing projects, but will not still cover contemplated projects. That is the actual situation. But I must tell you that this Bachawat award was based on 75% dependability. Now it is very likely, if all the states agree, they may allocate additional water based on 65% dependability. In that case, our state could also get another 194 TMC. That was a rough calculation of the water availability. Now, about your, I really appreciate your concern about the viability and feasibility of the projects. You are probably aware that I was an MLA and MP from Nagarjun Sagar project Ayakat, 7 times consecutive about the same year as you were. So, in those years, I'm just speaking broadly and not politically now, irrigation projects were always viable because most of them were gravity flow. Most of the irrigation projects all over the country or all over the world. Or they were small lift irrigation schemes, which still had certain viability. Now, what you're saying is of a serious concern because it is now that we are lifting water by 500 meters and transporting it by 250 kilometers to do flood flow, paddy cultivation. Now, is this viable? Yes. So, this is something that requires serious deliberation. I can't off the cuff make these figures, but I will tell you some interesting figures. Kaleshwaram project, it should concern any citizen of the state that when all pumps in Kaleshwaram project work, the cost is at today's power cost is 10,600 crores a year. Okay. Now, you are quoting either the power minister or finance minister's white paper. Only Kaleshwaram is 10,000 crores, 10,600. When all the lift works, it will be 15,000 crores. So now how much does it work out to? And like you rightly said, it is more than the rest of the power consumption in the state. It is a matter of serious concern. Why is it coming now like this? Because there never was, even when long innings in the assembly and in parliament, this kind of a huge lift. So governments may have the justification, and it can be another day of detailed discussion on the finances, the viability, the feasibility which you said. In my opinion, water is available, but at a cost when you lift. Now, when you lift water from Kaleshwaram, energy cost alone per acre is 43,000. This CAG report. And cost of finance is another 50,000 more. Actually, I'm quoting the lower end. So about a lakh of rupees per acre. So now, no, annual cost per acre. Now, whether it is a viable, feasible, that judgment I leave it to you, because it's a government of the day, it's a policy decision. Yes.
I appreciate your answer, sir. I thank you very much for your reply, and it is a very good reply which you have given, sir. I thank you very much for that. But we need to relook into all the projects, sir. We should not further go and keep on investing just because we have to complete the projects, because we have an example of Rayalaseema where the projects are completed and they are just lying there dry. So let us not waste our resources and money. Let us correct the mistakes.
I agree with you. And all the queries you had on the finances and the differences in the white papers, I will give you a detailed reply about it. And our government policy about completion of ongoing projects is, we realize that we don't, have the resources to take up all projects simultaneously and complete them. So as per directions and the consultative meetings we had chaired by the Honorable Chief Minister, we said we will take up those projects where at a minimum or optimal cost, we could generate more haircut. If something is going to take a lot of money and a lot of time, that will take second priority. Lesser money and shorter time, we are going to take up, we have prioritized projects and we are going to take it up. And our target for this financial year is 7 lakh acres new haircut. Thank you.
రాజగోపాల్ రెడ్డి.
ధన్యవాదాలు అధ్యక్ష. అధ్యక్ష, నేను మాట్లాడదామనుకున్న చాలా విషయాలు నీటిపారుదల శాఖ మంత్రులు మధ్యలో ఒకసారి గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు కూడా చాలా క్లారిటీ, వాళ్ళు చేసిన తప్పుల గురించి అయితేంది, మా ప్రభుత్వ లక్ష్యం ఆశయం ఏ విధంగా ముందుకు పోవాలనేది కూడా మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు సోదరు అక్బరుద్దీన్ గారు అడిగిన ఒక వ్యాలిడ్ క్వశ్చన్స్, వాళ్ళ డౌట్స్, దానికి ఇప్పుడే మళ్ళా మంత్రివర్యులు మంచి సమాధానం చెప్పిన అధ్యక్ష. బేసికల్గా వ్యవసాయం అనేది గ్రావిటీ కెనాల్స్ ద్వారా, వర్షాభావ పంటలు, కాలువల ద్వారా, చెరువుల కుంటల ద్వారానే ఒకప్పుడు వ్యవసాయం జరిగేది. ఏదో చిన్న చిన్న లిఫ్ట్లు అనేది సాధ్యమవుతుంది, కానీ ఈ లక్షల కోట్ల రూపాయలు హై రేట్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్లకు తీసుకొచ్చి రుణాల ద్వారా పెద్ద పెద్ద లిఫ్ట్ ఇరిగేషన్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్, 100 మీటర్లు 100 కిలోమీటర్లు తీసుకొచ్చిన ప్రాజెక్టులు ప్రాక్టికల్గా ఫైనాన్షియల్గా వైబుల్ కావాలి అధ్యక్ష. ఎందుకంటే మనకు వచ్చే రిటర్న్స్ ఏదైతే ఉందో పర్ ఏకర్ చూసుకుంటే మనం చేసే ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో పర్ ఏకరు అది కూడా ఈరోజు మన గౌరవ మంత్రివర్యులు ఉత్తమ్ కుమార్ రెడ్డి గారు చాలా క్లియర్గా ఎన్ని లక్షల కోట్లు ఖర్చు పెడితే పర్ ఏకర్ ఎంత కాస్ట్ పడ్డది ఈ ప్రభుత్వంలో, గతంలో మనం ఎన్ని వేల కోట్లు ఖర్చు పెడితే ఎన్ని ఎకరాలకు సాగునీరు అందించినాం, ఈ ప్రభుత్వం వచ్చిన తర్వాత మనము ఎంత అమౌంట్ ఖర్చు పెడితే పర్ ఏకర్ ఎంత కాస్ట్ పడ్డది చాలా క్లియర్గా ఇచ్చింది అధ్యక్ష. నేను మీ ద్వారా గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారికి మన మంత్రివర్యులు ఉత్తమ్ కుమార్ రెడ్డి గారికి ధన్యవాదాలు, అభినందనలు. తెలంగాణ ప్రజల పక్షాన ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ మీద తెలంగాణ ప్రజలకు పూర్తి అవగాహన, వాస్తవాలు తెలంగాణ ప్రజల్లో ఈ గత 10 సంవత్సరాల వల్ల గత 10 సంవత్సరాల లోపల ఈ ప్రభుత్వం చెప్పే మాటలకు చేతలకు ఏ విధంగా ఈ రాష్ట్రం అప్లపాలైంది, ఏ విధంగా ఈరోజు ప్రాజెక్టు పేరు మీద దోపిడీ జరిగిందనే విషయం చాలా ఎంత బ్రహ్మాండంగా ఈరోజు గత 10 ఏళ్లలో జరిగిన విషయాలను ఈరోజు మన ప్రజెంటేషన్ పవర్ పాయింట్ ప్రజెంటేషన్ బాగా ఇచ్చిన అధ్యక్ష. ఇది చాలా మంచిది, ఈ ప్రజలకు తెలవాల్సిన అవసరం కూడా ఉంది. ఎందుకంటే ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు